Welcome! This is my first video, actually, on the channel. Everything else is just streams of games and stuff like that. So, yeah, this video is going to be a little different from all that. This one has an actual topic, and to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just jump into it. So, on YouTube, there's this channel called, I think it's like Anonymous Official or something like that, and they're a very, very weird channel. There used to be like a bunch of channels like this, where it was just like, they had Anonymous thrown into their name, and they post basically the same stuff as this channel does. So far, I've only been able to find Anonymous Official again. So, I don't know what happened to all the other channels. Maybe they all just kind of fell off and, you know, rebranded or something. Maybe there's this grand conspiracy that led all of them to their inevitable demise. But who knows? Anyways, this channel specifically is what I'm gonna talk about. Anonymous Official. It is the most like weird and fear-mongering channel that I've seen in quite some time. To be just completely honest, this channel really sucks. Everything that they post is like, I don't know, just like super boomer stuff. Like, the video that we're gonna do today, or the video that we're gonna watch together, is it's about like phones and how, you know, everyone's addicted, and how the phone companies and app companies are like these super evil corporations and shit like that. So, I don't know, I thought it would be a fun idea to just dive into it. I don't know what I'm really getting myself into here. Anyways, let's just fucking watch the video. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Already at the start, we have some really boomer memes going on. We got some like little bit of like phone bad, society bad, you know, stuff like that, just millennial bad, which is kind of just overdone to such a fucking degree that it's kind of just meh to see, you know. I don't know. I feel like that whole thing is just so fucking redundant and overdone. Like, if you're gonna try and prove a point, don't put that artwork in there. It's just it's just so overdone at this point. It doesn't prove a point, it just makes everyone laugh at you. So yeah.
The tycoons of social media have to stop pretending that they're friendly nerd gods building a better world, and admit they're just tobacco farmers in t-shirts, selling an addictive product to children. Because let's face it, checking your likes is the new smoking.
The new smoking. No, don't compare one thing like that to another. Like, one can fucking kill you. One is known for fucking killing you. The other is known to like, is like such a fucking advancement in technology that has probably saved more lives than it has killed. I'm not, don't fucking quote me on that. But I know damn well that fucking phones aren't the new smoking, you know? Social media isn't the new smoking. Like, sure, some people get addicted, but like, we're really gonna throw in those people with like everyone else? Seriously? I mean, smoking's a really bad fucking thing. I wanted to like, yeah, sure, social media is kind of addicting for some people, but like, don't compare it to fucking smoking, because smoking's like whoever touches a cigarette is basically hooked, you know?
Philip Morris just wanted your lungs. The App Store wants your soul.
Yes, more boomer comic. And you know what? Honestly, the App Store wanting my soul sounds pretty lit, but like, does it really? I mean, I don't even go on the App Store that much. Most of the apps that I have on my phone, those are the ones that I keep. I don't really download anything, and if I do, it's on fucking Google, because Google has all the cool shit that I want. So, the fucking App Store want my soul. That's a weird thing to say.
There are 2 billion people, more than 2 billion people on Facebook. That's more than it's about the number of notional followers of Christianity. People check their phones 150 times a day, the millennial sort of audience. And so if you think about it, from the moment you wake up, it's like you're jacked in to this environment. And thoughts start streaming into your head, designed by a few technology companies.
That's a cool point. A lot, like 150 times a day, that's a lot. That's a lot of time checking your phone. But at this point, phones have become something of a necessity. I mean, if you're checking your phone like twice a day, obviously you're not doing a lot. Thanks to phones, a lot of people from a lot of different places can talk to each other. And that's probably one of the best things that's ever happened, you know? We're all in this big old connected world now. And that's good. That's a good thing. I don't see a problem with that, honestly. If you're on your phone fucking 24/7, yeah, there's a fucking problem with that, but you know, don't try and like make that a bad thing. It's not. 150 times a day, that is a lot, but there are reasons for it. You know, you're not just checking your fucking phone for nothing. So
what we find is the typical person checks their phone every 15 minutes or less, and half of the time they check their phone, there's no alert, no notification. It's coming from inside their head telling them, gee, I haven't checked in Facebook in a while. I haven't checked on this Twitter feed for a while. I wonder if somebody commented on my Instagram post. That then generates cortisol, and it starts to make you anxious, and eventually your goal is to get rid of that anxiety, so you check in.
That was a fair point. I mean, I'll say that's happened to me. I'll give you that one. You get that.
And apparently we feel stressed when we can't get our phone or when our battery is about to die. You probably know this feeling. And a research done in Australia among 3,000 people under the age of 30 found that 9 out of every 10 admit to feel this anxiety while having his battery dying.
Everyone always whenever older people talk about phones, they always bring this point up. But it's like, we live in such a dangerous fucking world, and we were kind of raised around phones and like this connection we have to, you know, everything. Phones have helped us like stay connected to our parents, our friends and family and stuff. So like when your phone dies, you lose that connection, and it's just a blank space where no one's hearing anything from you and you're not hearing anything from anyone else, you know? So there most definitely is reasoning behind it. You know, it's become almost instinctual to want to have your phone charged and, you know, make sure that you have it charged whenever you're leaving, and making sure that it's not about to die when you're going somewhere. For me personally, I manage my phone battery. Like, I'll be on it for like probably an hour while I'm at school. You know, I spread it out. You know, I'll check it like every time class is over or something shit like that. And then I'll make sure that the battery is like decent enough for when I am like, you know, riding the bus and walking home. So that way it doesn't die on me. So that way I still have my music. So that way I still have like, if anything were to happen to me, I can just tell my parents and, you know, call my siblings or my friends and tell them, hey, I'm fucking dying. I mean, don't spend all your time on your phone. Make sure to manage it. Shit like that. This is going to be a long video if I keep doing this, huh?
Steve Jobs revolutionized the entire world with the iPhone, and he never let his children use it because he did not want them dependent on technology.
Right now, an infant is getting their first laptop that's soft and squishy and makes noise. Right now, a child is being born online and being favorited and retweeted.
Don't give your kids technology. I didn't get my phone until I was like 11, 12. Even then, I was like not prepared for having a phone. Because it's just like out of nowhere, you get access to fucking everything and your attention span just drops, you know? Like I do realize that, like, you know, phones have a sort of fucking grasp. But if you're putting your kids on that, nah, don't do that. Don't give your kid anything, any type of technology until they're like 12, 13. Unless it's like a DS or a Game Boy or like, you know, some type of video game console. That's cool. Do that. I mean, it gives them something to do. Just if you do that, manage it. So that way, you know, they're not like fucking destroying their life over video games and shit like that. But yeah, that is a good, like, just don't give your fucking kids a tablet. Don't do that shit. Little fucking life story here. My aunt gave, she knows who she is. She gave her fucking, she gave her kids tablets, computers, and TVs and shit like that. And like, one of them is very, very spoiled, like super spoiled now because of it. Like he is always on his tablet and always like, you know, if he doesn't get what he wants, he fucking like starts throwing tantrums constantly. Mind you, he's like 7 to 8. And he's like basically in control. My 4-year-old cousin, I believe he's like 4. Might be like, I'm fucking bad with ages, but he's he got a tablet too. He's a lot better with it. And I think that's because my aunt's been managing him a lot better with his shit. But like, yeah, just don't give your kids a fucking, don't do that. It never ends up good. You think when they're babies, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, just give it to them, and you know, they'll pay attention to that, and I don't have to fucking worry about that. But then they become dependent on it, and everything goes bad. Because then you're not in control of your child anymore, and punishment means fucking nothing. Because now they want their tablet more than they want you. Because that's just how kids are.
The hypergenerational segregation of our time is bizarre, unhealthy, and historically unprecedented. You've never seen the like of people sitting at a table in a restaurant not talking to each other because they're texting and using their Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and they are at the table and don't even know each other. In the house and can't even talk to each other. And the pressure that's on us to be like everybody else is so great that everybody tries to live like they're in a reality show.
This has happened to me on a date. Fucking hate it. You do this shit, you're trash. Why are you dating? Why are you going out on a date if you're just gonna sit on your fucking phone? You know? That's stupid. Talk. Come on, talk. It's not hard. It's not hard to do that. I don't know why people have such a fucking problem with it. I personally haven't done it. At least I don't recall doing it. Yeah, just don't do that. I know it's like a super rare thing, I guess. I haven't really seen a lot of people do it, but I have had it done to me once. A real bad experience. These videos are just, they're not even their own fucking content. They're just piled on speeches over like random clips of people doing things on their phone, which it's just fucking, that's funny to me. Like, who are these people and why are they doing this? This is so weird. This is such a weird fucking video to just, it feels like you're just trying to grab people, like especially the older generation of people. You know, this is most definitely towards them.
As a culture, we don't have enough in common anymore. And that's because the internet, which was supposed to unite the world, has become too adept at serving us personalized content. Do you know what I saw on Yahoo's front page this morning? No, you don't, because mine isn't the same as yours. People get news feeds now that just spit back customized stories based on what we've clicked on in the past.
That's crazy, but everyone gets the same fucking news. Like, I don't know one person that didn't hear about the Epstein thing. I don't know a single person that didn't hear about that shit. Like, all the massive stuff that happens, everyone fucking knows about it, and it's not like, you know, everyone's getting separate shit. Like, yeah, of course, the internet is personalized to your own stuff, right? But it doesn't separate people entirely. That's not what it does. And I think people look at that, look at, oh, yours isn't the same as mine, and think like, wow, this is really just so bizarre. How could this even happen? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's fucking like separating people? Like, I've grown a lot closer to people thanks to the internet. Just as a fucking whole. Like, one of my best pals, I'm not gonna name their name, but you know who the fuck you are. Me and him didn't even fucking like, we knew each other, sort of. He thought I didn't fucking like him, but like, after a while, we just fucking grew on each other, and that was through fucking the internet, because I moved away and shit like that. But yeah, I've grown way fucking closer to him because of the internet. So like, I don't know about all that whole it's separating the youth and shit like that. No, it's not. It's not.
We are great consumers, but poor producers. We will buy what we can't afford with money that we don't have to impress people we don't even know, trying to be like everybody else. Get off of Facebook and put your face in a book.
That was the most boomer thing I've ever fucking heard. I love books as much as the next guy, right? I read books a lot, but a lot of the books that I read are actually on my phone. So yeah. Also, who the fuck uses Facebook? Like, maybe I'm in the minority here, but I don't use Facebook, and I don't think any of my friends use Facebook. I think that it's like a boomer thing as well. It's just Facebook. Which, I mean, hey, if you're gonna complain about the things you're doing, go right ahead. But you know, don't put that on us. Also, side note, who is this guy? Because he sounds like a church preacher. Like, what the fuck?
Right now, a teenager is photoshopping their selfie because as a society, we're telling them they're not good enough. Right now, influencers encourage narcissism without knowing the breadth and depth of their impact on their audiences. Right now, 40,000 spectators are in an Olympic football arena watching a competitive esports competition because this is this generation's football match.
Yes, the blame it on video games thing. Look, dude, esports is really fucking cool. Like, kudos to you if you can fucking play games competitively. I'm not gonna shit on you. The job market right now is absolute fucking garbage. So like, if you're really good at video games to that extent where you're making money off of it and playing in a fucking arena, then go for it. People love that shit. Video games are really fucking cool. They're a way to they help strategize and shit like that. But no, people in the older generations don't see it that way, even though they created these shits. Like, what? How are you gonna why complain about it? Why even complain about it? Like, football is known to give people concussions and brain damage. Video games are known for like just being cool as shit. Like, most sports end up in fucking physical injury, shit like that. Esports is a good thing. As long as you're not like, you know, sitting around doing fucking fuck all with your body, I think it's a good thing. Like, if you're in esports and you want to go into gaming competitively and shit like that, take care of yourself, because physical health is a very important thing, and it will also affect the way you play. letting you know that right now.
There's always this narrative that technology is neutral and it's up to us to choose how we use it. This is just not true.
Technology is not neutral.
It's not neutral. They want you to use it in particular ways and for long periods of time because that's how they make their money.
You don't realize it, but you are being programmed. It was unintentional, but now you got to decide how much you're willing to give up, how much of your intellectual independence. If you feed the beast, that beast will destroy you. If you push back on it, we have a chance to control it and rein it in. And it is a point in time where people need to hard break from some of these tools and the things that you rely on. The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works.
He said the line, boys. He said it. He said society. He said society. No, like, maybe it's because, like, everything has gone to shit now. People have started, like, not really giving a fuck about things like that. So, I don't know what it is, but yeah, people... This whole video is just basically me reacting to boomers, be like, phone bad, internet bad. They're all saying the most redundant shit that we've all heard multiple fucking times. Yeah, sure, phone addicting to some people, social media addicting to some people, but it's like, what the fuck else are we gonna do? Like, dead ass, what else are we gonna do? What are we supposed to do? You know? Because the moment everyone realized that the outside world is kind of boring as fuck, unless you're like exploring, which, I mean, if you live in a city, there's not really anything to explore because everything around you takes money. I should know that. I basically live in LA. It's just like, there's nothing to do outside. Nothing. The streets smell like there's giant big building with like massive corporation inside of it. There's nothing. There's nothing. Everything costs money. So like, look at funny picture on your phone. Unless you're gonna sit inside and do fucking nothing. Like, they built a fucking society, I said it by the way, society where we just, there's not really anything to fucking do because everything costs money and, you know, everything fun is just too expensive for kids to do. That's why, like, that's why when parents give kids a phone, they get addicted because there's nothing else to do. I mean, instruments are cool, learn a fucking instrument, learn how to draw, but that's very, like, that's not very supported in today's age, which is weird. Like, parents usually don't support that kind of shit. Instruments are expensive as fuck. Like, a guitar is like probably 150 to 200. A decent phone costs like fucking $100. And most things on it are free. So yeah, that's just that. I think I'm gonna end the video here because I feel like I've been, fuck, that was awkward as shit. I feel like I've just been going on this tangent and I don't feel like we're getting anywhere with this video, to be honest, because they're just repeating the same shit over and over. So yeah, I don't really know how to end a video, but yeah, this video is probably going to be a lot longer than the 20 minutes that it's been up. So yeah, if you want more stuff like this, tell me. I know I'm not going to have a little big audience on this one, but like, hey, I tried. I try to be as entertaining and as informational as possible. So yeah, have a good day.